Hello, hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to our nutrition bootcamp call today. And I'm freaking amped to chat with you about some of the things that I am learning. I just finished 2 weeks of Ultimate Reset. Technically, Ultimate Reset is a 3-week program, but my husband and I decided to stop after 2 weeks. I am not normally a quitter, but I'm really working hard to not care what anybody else thinks of me, and really, what do I think of me and what does God think of me? And really, I don't care what anybody else's opinion is, right? And I was fully prepped, fully planning to finish strong, and did all the meal planning for it, all the grocery shopping for it, totally ready to rock week 3 of Ultimate Reset. And then yesterday I was reflecting. I have this awesome Clever Fox planner that I use every day, every week. And in it, there's a spot for your goals for the week, right? And you reflect on like, what area do your goals cover? Are they health and fitness related, business and career, family and friends, relationship, finance, personal development, fun and recreation, or spiritual? And literally the only goals that I had were to finish Ultimate Reset strong, because you guys, like, I wanted to quit 400 million times, and to be nice to my children. And in weeks past, I've like filled the spots with things I want to do and accomplishments I want to have. And like, how do I want to move my life forward as a wife? How do I want to move my life forward as a mom? How do I want to move my life forward as a coach, as a whatever, all the things, right? And it was like, okay, something's wrong here. Like time to really reflect and figure out if this is right for me. So I did, and I prayed, and I just felt that that was the right choice for me to stop. So very first and foremost, I want to give every single one of you permission to do what is best for you. And sometimes it's to keep going when everyone else has stopped, and to be that one person that says, you know what, no, like, this is what I need. This is what's best for me. This is what, like, I had a goal to set out and to do this, and maybe everyone around me is quitting, and I'm not going to quit. I'm going to persevere. And sometimes it's the complete opposite. Sometimes it's like, you know what, the right thing is for me to stop. And that happened with a workout program a few weeks ago. And it's happened a million times with books that I've been reading, that I'm just like, you know what, I'm just dreading this. It's just not really doing it for me. And just giving myself the permission. I think so many times as women, as sometimes people who are a little bit geared towards perfectionism, sometimes we just like think that there's some sort of medal or reward for finishing it all and gritting our teeth through it. And I think I've mentioned this before, but one of my coach's challengers was like, I only have a few days left of this workout program, and I'm really hating it. Like, and I really just think I should stop. What do you guys think? And my advice to her was really, truly, you know what, life is too short to do stuff you hate, especially when it comes to like the workout programs that we have. Like, there are so many choices, and hate and is hard for me. Those are two very different things. If it's hard for you, like, all right, come on, like, buck up and persevere, right? But if it's like, no, like, I legitimately, like, it sucks all the joy out of my life, like, that is a completely different thing, right? That is a completely different thing. So being in tune with that, being in tune with your mind, and being in tune with your heart, to really pay attention to, what is it that I need? What is it that I want? What is it that my spirit, my soul, my body, what lights my soul on fire? And paying attention to those things. But even though I decided to stop early, I have learned so much from the Ultimate Reset. And that is really what I wanted to share with you today, because maybe some of you are like, hey, I've been kind of wanting to do Ultimate Reset. So this will be awesome, because it'll help me know like what I should do and if I should do it too. And if you're like, honestly, no, I have never wanted to do Ultimate Reset. So share all the wisdom from me, and maybe I can learn through you vicariously, right? Whatever it is for you, I wanted to share some of these nutritional aha moments that I had because holy cazoli, I have had some serious aha moments. Okay. So I made like a whole list and I'll just run through them. Okay. So the very first thing that Ultimate Reset taught me is the importance of enjoying my food. And I know that sounds so simple and so small, but one of the things that Ultimate Reset, it's a lot of food. It's a lot of really healthy food. And it was not possible to like eat it on the go. Like it wasn't. And it was a lot of big salads, a lot of big vegetable bowls. And in the book, they don't require you, they encourage you to chew your food so thoroughly that it's essentially a liquid when it goes down your throat, because your digestive system, your stomach doesn't have teeth, right? That's what the book said. And so really, truly like chewing with purpose and really enjoying your food and the tastes in your mouth and the textures and all the things. And so in order to do that, like I had to sit, like there was no way I could chew 20 to 30 times before swallowing while I was on the go. And so there was so many moments in the last 2 weeks that I like sat down with my kids and we ate lunch together, where a lot of the times normally I'm like doing the dishes or making my kids food while I'm just trying to shove in a few bites here and there to get myself fed, whatever. And it was so nice to just sit and eat and chew. And like I said, that sounds so lame and so normal, but it was huge for me. And so that was something that I was like, okay, even when this Ultimate Reset thing is over, I want to take that. I want to take that into my life, and I want to be better at sitting down to enjoy my food. I'm good at doing that with dinner. Like my family and I sit around the dinner table, right? But like breakfast, lunch, and snacks, I'm like always on the go, just shove it in my face and get it in my system as fast as I can so that I can keep doing whatever I'm doing, right? So that was number one. Okay. The next thing that I really learned was how beautiful it is to meal prep and meal plan first thing in the morning and then have it done when the day gets going and when the day gets crazy. Because like I just said, a lot of the times you're on the go, whatever, all the things. But during Ultimate Reset, because there was so much food, I liked to prep it all, make my kitchen dirty once in my day. I like to prep it all first thing in the morning. And then it's just in the fridge with some tinfoil on it. And it was so nice that like, okay, I'm hungry. I'm going to pull it out of my fridge. It's already done. And it's not that like, oh my gosh, I'm ravenous. Let me just grab the first thing that I can find in the fridge, right? Which, unless you've got a really rocking fridge, most of the time that's really not that great of a choice, right? Like even if it's a cheese stick, which is my fallback, my go-to, I'm starving, but is it really good to have like 3 cheese sticks a day? You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not good for you, right? So having it done in the fridge, ready for me, my Shakeology too. So I prepped my lunch. I prepped my Shakeology because that was my lunch and my snacks. I'd already eaten my breakfast and I didn't do dinner yet because I wanted dinner to be fresh. But I prepped my lunch and I prepped my Shakeology and I just put it in the fridge. And so I was like, I really want to bring this into my daily life. I really want to bring this into my daily life so that when I'm hungry for lunch, when it's time to sit down and eat with my kiddos, I can. It's already ready. It's already healthy. I don't have to even use the mental space of that. Like, I'm hungry. So what am I going to do? Am I going to do the quick grab thing because I'm starving? Or am I going to make a healthy choice? I really want to make a healthy choice, but what should I have? And like that mental, like panic almost of like, I really want to stick to my goals, but I wasn't quite prepared to stick to my goals. So I'll just hurry and make a sandwich, which sandwiches aren't bad. But really just having purpose and having a plan and utilizing that plan, right? So one of the things that I totally have loved during Ultimate Reset is I'm going to make lunch and I'm going to make my Shakeology in the morning every day, put it in the fridge so that when it's time to sit and eat, I'm ready to sit and eat. It's already healthy. It's already great. It's already in alignment with my goals. It's already ready. When it's time for snacks, I don't reach for the wheat thins and the cheese slices. I reach for my Shakeology. It's already ready. It's already there. It's already prepped, and I can grab a bag of carrots too, right? Or whatever. And I loved that. I loved that about Ultimate Reset. So I want to keep doing that. Okay. Number 3 thing that I really learned was how many times have I admitted to you guys on these nutrition bootcamp calls that dinner and done is really hard for me. And during Ultimate Reset, it really helped me recognize, what am I actually craving after dinner when my kids are in bed? Because that's always the trigger. My kids are asleep, I'm downstairs, and the trigger is always right then. Go to the pantry, grab something sweet, something salty, something whatever that's going to satisfy my taste buds, right? But what I realized during Ultimate Reset is I'm really just craving release. I'm craving relaxation. I'm craving just peace. And does that come in the form of food and sugar? Yeah, it does. But there are other ways to get it too. And so I've been really good at, like, you know what? My to-do list can wait. The dishes in the sink can wait. The mess of things downstairs can wait. My laundry still piled on my bed can wait, because I'm just looking for a release. I'm looking for a release, and I'm not going to turn to food. So I'm just going to read my book for 30 minutes, or I'm going to go on a walk for 30 minutes, or I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes, or I'm going to do a stretch for 10 minutes. And really, truly just recognizing the craving it was just an emotional response that I was craving. I was craving release, stress-free peace. And that doesn't have to be found in food. So I decided from here on out, I'm going to continue that, right? I'm going to continue that, because I always want to be good at dinner and done, not just during Ultimate Reset. I want to be good at dinner and done always. And so as soon as the kids are in bed, then I'm going to intentionally plan. How many times have I told you guys about my time blocking system and stuff, right? I'm going to intentionally plan. I get 30 minutes. It can be less if I don't need that much time, but I get 30 minutes to myself to just take a bath, read a book, go on a walk, whatever. And then Blake and I will hang out, or I'll conquer my to-do list, or I'll finally fold that laundry, or I'll go mop the floors because they are a mess downstairs, or I will finish the dishes, or I'll XYZ, whatever it is that's still on my plate before I go to bed, right? But that release is going to come from other things. It doesn't have to come from food. Okay. So that was huge. Another thing that I realized, number 4, is that holy cazoli, I snack on my children's food. I was not consciously aware of how much I was snacking on my kids' food until I couldn't do that anymore, right? And it was like literally the first day I had to stop myself probably 12 times from like not snacking on my kids' food. Everything from like, I just made them eggs and I just want to lick the spatula thing. Like, that sounds so gross, but it's totally true, right? Or they didn't finish all their eggs, and I love eggs, so I'm just going to finish what they had instead of scraping them into the trash. Or I'm clearing the dinner table and they didn't finish all their XYZ, whatever we had, so I'll just finish theirs, even though I'm really not that hungry. I'll just finish it instead of throwing it away, right? Or like, Holland typically only eats like a half a sandwich for lunch, but just in case he's super hungry today, I'll make him a full sandwich, subconsciously knowing if he doesn't finish it, I'll just eat it, right? And the more and more I realized, like, whoa, whoa, that's like when I really stopped, and I wasn't tracking that stuff. Like, finishing, because I do 2B mindset, like finishing the eggs, like, because I already wrote that I had eggs for breakfast, but I didn't write down that I had my eggs plus my kids' eggs. Right. And yeah, I already wrote down in my tracker that I had spaghetti for dinner, but did I write down that I had my helping plus my kids essentially, because I finished theirs too. Right. And so when I really stopped to think about those little bites that I wasn't paying attention to, it's probably 200 to 300 calories, if not more, depending on what we're having. Right. And I'm not a calorie counter, but like, that's a lot of extra random crap just because, not because I was hungry, just because I didn't want to throw it away in the trash. Like, it's okay to throw away extra food or save it for another day. Leftovers are a thing, right? Yes, Paige, alone time does not include your to-do list. Yes, putting away laundry does not equal you time. No, and neither does doing the dishes or whatever. Like, bath, walk, meditate, stretch, something relaxing and positive and awesome. Amen. Jeanette said in the chat, it's better in the waste, WASTE, than in your waist. Yes, yes, yes. And Katora too said, yes, it's such a mom thing. I like to snack on her kids. Yeah, she snacks on her kids' food too. And I think we all do it. So in the trash, it's okay. It's in the trash. It's okay. Okay. So, and I also realized along those lines that I just need to not clear the table, because Blake cleared the table a lot this past 2 weeks. And while I was doing the dishes, and it like didn't even cross my mind to like snack on their food. And it was just so much easier for me because I didn't even see it. And he just put it right in the trash. And I think he has a lot less like guilt about throwing away food. It's just the way I was raised. It like is hard for me. And so I just like, you clear the table, you do it. Cause he's totally fine to just like, see you later. It's in the trash. But for me, I'm like, no, I'll just eat it. I'll just finish it. Right. And so even just identifying those little things like, okay, I'm just not even going to clear the table. Like, you do it, you clear the table. Cause I don't need to do that. And I don't need to snack on their food. I don't need to eat it. So committing to dinner and done starts the second I stand up from this table. And if I want to have a dessert, okay, cool. We're going to have it as a family while we sit here at the table. And it's going to be a thing that we do intentionally together instead of like on my own snack, right? So that was another huge thing. Okay. Number 5, huge thing that I learned from Ultimate Reset was, if it tempts me, don't bring it home. Don't have leftovers of the stuff that I can't control myself around. And I'm sure you guys know your triggers. For me, it's gummy candy, pizza, Love Crunch granola, which is actually good for you in moderation, but your girl brain can't control herself around that stuff. Okay. And I thought of one more thing, but I can't remember. I wrote it down, but I just don't have it in front of me right now. But when we have those things, I am fine. Like in the moment when I'm enjoying myself, I'm savoring it. I'm enjoying every bite. I'm whatever, all the things. But then it's the later stuff that it's like, okay, we're done with pizza, but we still have 4 slices in the fridge. And I saved them for tomorrow to have for lunch, right? But then that like nighttime craving comes, and guess what? I have 2 more slices because it's there and it sounds good, right? Do I really need 4 slices of pizza in one day? No, I don't. No, I do not. Right. And so I can enjoy the pizza. We can still get it. We can still bring it home, but we're just not going to have any leftovers. We're going to either give it away, share it with others, or throw it away and put it in the trash. And my mother-in-law, bless her soul, but we met her at the temple on Saturday, and she brought donuts for our kids. Okay. My kids are 4 and 2. She brought a whole huge box of donuts, like 12, like a dozen. And it wasn't just like glaze, like 12 glazed donuts. Like it was like the good stuff, like 2 maple bars and like the chocolate ones with sprinkles and pink ones with sprinkles and variety and some glaze and some, you know what I mean? Like the good donuts. And Blake and I were like, she's trying to kill us. Like, so my kids each got one. And that would have been nice if she had just brought our kids one donut each. And so maybe that's a conversation that I need to have with her next time we're doing something hard like this, of like, you are more than welcome to share with us, give us the treats. Please be conscious. Like, that was not nice, right? Like, get them one donut each. You don't need to give us 12 donuts to take home, to send home with us. Okay. But we stayed strong, and we got home and we immediately took them over to our neighbor's house. They have teenagers at home, and we were like, hey, surprise, do you want a box of donuts? A couple of them are taken. We let our kids have 2 that morning, and then we let them save 2 for later that night. And then we gave away the other 8. And it was just these 2 teenage kids that were like, are you kidding me? Great, thanks. Right. And so then we got that like feel good emotion of like giving to other people. And we didn't like completely botch ourselves. Right. But it really taught me like the importance of, if I cannot control myself around it, don't let it come in our house. And how often do we do that? Especially as moms, right? How often do we do that of like, oh, I'm going to buy it for my kids. And really it's like the most tempting thing for you. And who eats it? Oh, you. You bought it for your kids because you're trying to be this like super nice mom, right? Who gives their child crap because that's really nice. I don't know. That's really the things that go through my head. But my kids are totally fine with tricks. I don't like tricks. Tricks don't tempt me. Or Reese's Puffs cereal, which Reese's Puffs cereal, that mega tempts me. So should I buy them tricks or should I buy them Reese's Puffs? Really, neither is the right answer. But of course I buy the Reese's Puffs because I like them so much. My kids will like them so much. But then what am I doing to myself? I'm making it harder on myself because I know I cannot control myself around that crap. Okay. Because it's so effing good. Okay. So don't do it. Buy them the tricks instead. If you want to go that route with sugary cereals. Full disclosure, we have sugary cereals in our pantry. Okay. But don't botch your own results. Don't buy the things that you cannot control yourself around. Just don't do it. Okay. I'm learning that. Still learning that. I'm imperfect, but I'm learning that, and I'm going to grow from this place. So, okay. I wrote down like a lot of things, but I can't quite share everything or else this would be like an hour-long call. So let me just look over this to see which ones I really want to share. Yeah, those are basically the 4 biggest aha moments I had. But then some just like minor aha moments I had is that, one, fruit is freaking delicious. I know I've said in the past that like, I don't really like fruit. And hello, that was because Bryn was addicted to sugar. And of course, fruit's not that good when you're eating a ton of sugar. And but yeah, if you swap out some fruit for some sugar for just some fruit, oh my word, that stuff is delightful. So I'm not going to say like, I'm never going to have sugar again, because I am an imperfect human and I know that I like sugar. But I really want to work on it. I really want to do it, like make it a special thing, like once a week on birthdays, on special occasions, whatever, that I'm having these treats. I love my homemade chocolate chip cookies. They are like the bane of my existence and they're so darn good. And so I want to have them. I want to make cookies with my kids once a week and I want to enjoy one. But the rest of the time, I really want to get better at like just fruit. Just a bowl of fruit is so satisfying and delicious and sweet and amazing and so much better for me than a bowl of ice cream, right? And using fruit as my sweet tooth satisfier and Shakeology instead of candy, ice cream, sugar, cookies, right? So that was a good mini one. Another one was like, I think I just used this as an excuse to get out of 9th grade science class because I hated that class. but I like told my teacher that I had hypoglycemia so that I would always get to leave class to go to the vending machine. And I just like think it subconsciously like planted this, like, I have to eat, I have to snack. And if I don't snack, I will get low blood sugar and I will feel faint and pass out. Right. And so I've just like fed myself this lie. I've never been diagnosed with hypoglycemia. And it was relatively true when I was a teenager that like I did need food or else I would get like shaky and whatever, but I wasn't fueling myself very well. So I bet that had more to do with it than anything. But I've like transitioned that into like, no, I have to eat every 2 to 3 hours or else I'm going to die. And that's really not true. During Ultimate Reset, I would eat breakfast at like 6. I would eat lunch at 11. I would have a snack at like 2:30. I would eat dinner around 5:30. And that was sufficient. I was full. There were a lot of days that my snacks came around and I was like, I don't need it. I don't need a snack. I want it because my snack was my Shakeology every time. And I was like, the one sweet thing I get to have. So yes, give me the Shakeology. But there was a lot of times that I really didn't feel like I needed it. So I really genuinely think like 4 meals a day is sufficient for me. Having a good breakfast, having a good lunch, having a good dinner, and having one snack in the day. And strategically, like, I'm going to eat around 6, I'm going to eat around 11, I'm going to eat around 2 or 3, I'm going to eat around 5:30. Perfect. That works for me. Right. And your times don't have to be the same as mine, but just like picking the 4 times that work for you and just making it happen so that you don't let yourself get too ravenous and you don't let yourself snack 400 times. Right. It's just a more like, oh, it's time to eat. I'm going to choose something healthy. Right. And it made it so much better, like even in my time blocking stuff, that it was like, I was actually looking over the To Be Mindset book today. I am totally a procrastinator, procrastinator mixed with eater to procrastinate. And I totally am someone who emotionally, like if I need to do something that I don't want to do, I like, oh, actually, I'm a little hungry, so I'll eat something first. And I would like procrastinate whatever it was that I needed to do. And having these set times, like, no, it's not 11 o'clock yet. It's not time for lunch. So I'm just going to go and I'm just going to do it. Or like, I kind of want a snack. Well, it's not 2 o'clock yet. So nope, I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do. And it really helped me to identify, am I actually hungry or am I just procrastinating? Right. And so it helped me really identify my little triggers. And so that is also something that I want to carry, even though I'm done with Ultimate Reset, that is still something I want to carry into my everyday life of breakfast, lunch, dinner, one snack. And then other than that, I really don't need the little snacks here and there all day. Right. Okay. Let's see. And then, yeah, last thing I really want to share is I tried so many new things that I had never tried before that were really delicious. Beets are so good. Jicama is delicious. Okay. Quinoa is not as hard as I made it out to be to make, and it's very, very delicious and satisfying and fluffy and fabulous. And plain Greek yogurt with a little bit of pure maple syrup and blueberries, it's delightful. Okay. It's delightful. There's so many like things that it challenged me to try that I was like, no, before. And I was like, that is actually really dang good. So yes, I am all here for that. But, and then the last one was what last week's nutrition bootcamp call was really about, was about the importance of rest and finding ways to rest, mentally, physically, emotionally, all the ways. Okay. Last tip that I want to share, not really a tip, but last little thing I want to highlight, that kind of feeds into the next challenge that is coming for those of you who are on here or who may be watching the recording. Doing Ultimate Reset helped me realize how much I love Marco Polo, which seems weird to like share, but I started a Marco Polo thread with all of us doing it together. And it was so dang fun to like have this video thread of all of us. And there was tears on there. There was laughs on there. There was pain shared in there. There was like wins and successes and failures and fears. And we talked about poop one day. like it was really just so casual. And there was no like daily check-in. I really loved how free flowing it felt. And it made me realize this is how I want to run my groups forever. So I am starting an upper level accountability group. And this is for all of my VIP customers and coaches. If you are someone who regularly gets product, Shakeology, Energize and Recover, collagen, beach bars, hydrate, any of those things, then you are most likely one of my discount coaches. And in my personal opinion, you deserve to have a higher level of accountability because you're as committed as I am, because that's what I do. That is what I do. I drink my Shakeology every single day. I drink Energize and Recover every single time I work out. And that was another huge thing that I realized Energize is delicious. And I missed it so dang much doing Ultimate Reset, but holy cazoli, I was so excited to drink it this morning. It's so good, you guys. If you want to appreciate Energize, just go 2 weeks without it. And then you'll just be so freaking grateful for it again. But if you are one of my people who regularly buys product, you deserve an upper level accountability group because you're as committed as I am. And so I am doing an upper level accountability group. It's called Project 100. It starts next week. Okay. So it's going to be a group, and it's also going to be a little bit merged. It's 2 different things, but I'm going to do the Fun Friday thread. If you're on Facebook Messenger, if you're in there already, you're familiar with what I'm talking about. If you're like hearing this and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, then please let me know. If I'm not your coach, message your coach. But if I'm your coach, please message me and say like, hey, add me to the Fun Friday thread. Okay. Cause I want you in there. So the Fun Friday thread is actually going to change, and it's going to turn into, it's already that place where we share Wednesdays We Wear Pink. It's already the place where we share Fun Friday themes and videos that are fun and whatever. It's where we share all of our Spirit Week, like, yay, it's Crazy Sock Day, and everybody shares their pictures or their videos or whatever during the last full week of every month. That's where all that fun stuff happens, right? Hence why it's called Fun Friday thread. So that is going to be a Facebook message thread for all of my VIP customers and coaches. AKA, if you are buying and ordering product regularly and getting it at a discount, you get to be in there because you are just as committed to long-term health as I am. Okay. And this is not to discriminate against like the people who don't want to use Beachbody supplements. It's just, I know what they've done for me, and everyone that I know who drinks them regularly has a huge testimony of what they've done for them. And so I just really want to reward those people who are as committed as I am, right? And to their health. It's one thing to order Shakeology once every 3 months. It's another thing entirely to drink it every single day, Saturday or Sunday, come hell or high water, right? Like I'm not swearing, like come the place. HE double hockey sticks, hell, right, or high water. It's all good. Okay. So if you drink it every day, you will see health benefits in your life. And I want you to have this upper level accountability. So if you're doing that, let's get you in the Fun Friday thread, and you can participate in all those fun, awesome things and have that extra accountability on top of our BOD group. If you're one of those people and you want to be in the Fun Friday thread and you're ready to commit to Project 100, that is going to be something that I will be doing for my coaches and customers in a Marco Polo thread. So if I'm not your coach, talk to your coach, because I've encouraged all of my coaches and my coaches to do something like this. So even if I'm not your coach, talk to your coach, and I'm sure they'll help you in some way, shape, or form in this regard. Okay. But I am doing Project 100 with Marco Polo thread being the accountability. And I want it to be kind of small and intimate. That's why I'm not opening it up to like my coaches, people, and all the things, because I want it to be a relatively small group. So if you're like, what is it? What is Project 100? It is 7 things. It's a spinoff of 75 Hard, but it's easier for one, and there's less perfection required for 2. Okay. So the first thing for Project 100 is that you commit to one workout for 100 days. It does not have to be any certain length of time. It can be a 10-minute stretch. It can be a 3-minute walk outside if that's all you have time for that day. It can be there's no time or intensity limit, just one intentional workout a day, every day for 100 days in a row. Okay. The second thing, and all of these things are every day, 100 days in a row. Okay. So I'll just stop repeating that and just know that all of these things that I'm about to share are every day, 100 days in a row, starting March 22nd, 1 week from today. Okay. Number 2 is that you are drinking a Beachbody supplement every day. Okay. It can either be Energize and Recover. It can be Shakeology. Maybe you're having a Beach Bar every single day. Maybe you're having collagen every single day. Maybe you're replacing your Gatorade for Hydrate every single day. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just something Beachbody related. And if you are doing that and you're not already signed up to be a discount VIP customer, all right, let's change that so you can save money, because who doesn't like to save money? Okay. So that's number 2. Number 3, commit to a nutrition program and follow it every day for 100 days. In 75 Hard, you can't have cheats or treats. In Ultimate Portion Fix, if you're following Ultimate Portion Fix, you can have 3 treat swaps. You can swap out a yellow for a treat 3 times a week. That is totally allowed in Project 100. Okay. If you're following 2B Mindset, you can have a cookie every day. You just have to make sure you had water first. You had veggies more than any other food group in your day. So yes, maybe you had a cookie, but how many vegetables did you have to counteract that cookie that you had, plus the other things you ate, right? Or whatever. Vegetables most, get on the scale, tracker, right? So it doesn't have to be a Beachbody program. If you're doing some other form of nutrition, cool. Just pick a nutrition program, stick to it for 100 days. Okay. Number 4 is drink a gallon of water. Number 5 is spend 15 minutes outside. It doesn't have to be a workout. You can literally sit in your lawn chair, soaking in the sun for 15 minutes. That is fine. Okay. Or playing in the puddles with your kids for 15 minutes, or building a snowman for 15 minutes, or whatever it is. Just spend 15 minutes outside. Okay. For 100 days in a row. Number 6 is spend time in gratitude and in your goals. And that can look so many different ways. But for me personally, the last week or so, I've literally just in my Clever Fox planner, there's this little spot down here that's just extra free space. And I've just been writing out my goals. And it's literally just like, we are debt free. Holland is in soccer. Alila is in dance, whatever, like just my goals. This is what I want for myself, my family, our life. Right. And spending time every day in gratitude and in your goals, whether you're reading your goals, reminding yourself of them, writing them down again, whatever. Okay. Number 7 is either 10 pages or 20 minutes of a personal development book. 20 minutes, meaning if it's on Audible or an audiobook. Doesn't have to be Audible, any sort of audiobook, 20 minutes of audiobook or 10 pages of a personal development book. And I'm not talking like Twilight, Harry Potter, like, no, I'm reading the Twilight Saga right now, full disclosure, no shame in my game, but I'm also reading 10 pages of a personal development book every single day. Okay. I like to do both 10 pages and 20 minutes, but definitely one or the other for 100 days in a row. Okay. And that accountability thread, like I was saying, for my people is going to be on Marco Polo. So if you want in, you are more than welcome to be in. And really, that's everything that I had for you today. So hopefully one or many of these things was a good little like, ooh, maybe I can get better at that. Whether or not you ever have the intention or plan to do Ultimate Reset yourself, I hope that some of the things that I shared with you can help you either learn from me, glean wisdom, be a good reminder, a good refresher of the ways in which we can all improve together. Okay. So I didn't write them down in the order I shared them, but let me try to just remember what I said. So the first thing I shared was like, really just truly sit and enjoy your food, taste it, chew it so many times that it's basically liquid before it goes down your throat, because your teeth don't have, or your stomach doesn't have teeth. Right. That was number 1. Number 2, what was number 2? Oh, I think it was meal planning. just having my breakfast, my lunch and snacks ready early on in the day so that when my day gets hectic, it's already ready. It's already prepared. I already know I'm going to make a healthy choice, right? Four meals is sufficient for me. What does dinner and done look like? And what am I really craving after my kids go to bed? Not to snack after my kid or anytime on my kids' foods, really. Rest matters. Do not bring foods into the home that tempt me. Don't have those leftovers. And new foods are delicious and fruit is awesome. Fruit is awesome. Okay. So those were the basic takeaways and like a quick little reminder, recap, rundown. Yes. So if you're on the recording, I love you. You're amazing. No matter what, I love this. This is on my desk, just right by my computer. It says success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And really, I love that. And I think that is exactly what a healthy lifestyle looks like. It's okay, cool. You finished a workout program. That's so awesome. But success is not final. I quit 9-week control freak because it wasn't for me. Okay. That failure is not fatal. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to derail me. It's not like I'm never going to pick up and start anything else ever again. It is the courage to continue that counts. And you know what? As long as we can, the day after perfect, right? The day after we mess up, the day after we stop, the day after we quit, the day after we fail, the day after whatever, if we can pick ourselves up, give ourselves some grace, give ourselves some love, and just keep trying, keep striving to live a healthy life every single day, try again, try again, try again, try again. Even if you make a mistake, learn, try again, try again, try again, right? That's the real success, right? Just never giving up, never quitting. So if you're on the recording, I love you. I'll see you later. If you're on live, stay on live. We'll chat. Bye.